Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. It has been a hot minute since I've played. I was on like a trip and some other stuff, and I recorded ahead. So it's been like a week and a half since I've played a game. So let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. Terraforming Ganymede with some Jovians, some science tags, with no real kicker, a Venus income, Earth income, lots of random pieces. No additional tags here other than like some income, but is this like a Venus run and then you go for all these different metals? It seems a bit weird, but then I can go sulfur and a couple other things. Sulfur, metropol. Yeah, you know what, I don't know if I need the science tag, but like all this is kind of good. The only thing that's bad is I don't really have any earth tags. This multiplies earth tags, this multiplies income on earth tags, but like, what's the shtick? I also only have one energy production, but I'd like to have a building tag. Where it all feels kind of pointless, you know? I can almost afford both these things, but I can't quite. But that's fine. So $8, we'll buy a floater, and then do I save cash? I have two Venus, Venus things. This could do. I don't know. I think that it's okay for me to hold on to $15 or $19 in the first round because of my incomes. Like a plant, like all of these are good. We are Aphrodite, so let's take a quick extra Venus bump just to see what happens. And I mean, look, I do need earth tags. Mining quota is like around the corner if I do earth tags, and like flooding is some terraforming. So yeah, $18. That leaves me with what, like $9? And if I were to play this first, it would cost $12 because I get the money back. Yeah, is there like? It's fine. I'll just do this. Get us some income. I guess I could have flooded for the titanium. In fact, I might still do that. May as well just flood. Just do an early flood, dude. Do I really want... What do I want next? I could do heat bumps, but I'm going to do one more Venus bump, and that's really going to set us up. I don't need science tags. I don't need buildings, placements, anything like that. I do like the card draw from the science tag, though. So, like, you know what? Sure. This is a Venus bump. That gets me $2 back. I have two Venus bumps here that I have to play, like, pretty much ASAP. But before I do, let me do this. Card draw. Neutralizer factory, honestly, don't say I didn't warn you, but that's gonna be good. What's annoying is that my next Venus bump is gonna be after all of this like forced precipitation ticks, and we're gonna be on the precipice of getting a bonus here, and that's upsetting to me. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Because it's time for the government to help us on things that aren't Venus, since we already, like, finished the Venus track. This gets us into Gen 4, and we've, like, again, almost finished the Venus track. There's some heat. If I was crazy, I could go for some Soleta heat as well. Is that crazy? If I had more metals, I could do it, like, right away, you know? I don't think it's that crazy. Just make sure this gets the money it needs. I do need a second science tag so I can get this energy. So let's play this. And then energy. And then, yeah, if our titanium can pile up a little bit, then Soleta's going to be right in there. But let's do our Gen 4 audit. I mean, we have 20 TR, okay? That is +6. And then we have the 4 money income. So $10 cash straight up. Add $7 worth of metal. That's 17. That's kind of in the zone, the 15 to 20 zone. Plus, we're getting the extra $2 back every now and then. Like, that's pretty decent. In terms of energy and heat, we're a little behind on the heat terraform, but 3 and 3 is like 5 energy and heat overall. Plus Soleta in the pocket. Gotta say, works out pretty well. We do have a TR kicker with Terraforming Ganymede, and if we do hit some Earth tags worth playing, I might play pets into Miranda and Luna. Luna first, of course, because you want to add this tag to that. But overall, I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, we have the token plant income, the heat and energy, and then when it comes to Venus, not only already halfway there, but we have some infrastructure to keep pushing it slowly and get us $2 back as we go. So it looks like we have about, what, 7 more bumps of that? 8 more bumps? Totally good. We'll get the government to help us a little bit more. Towing a comet does line up on oceans, which I do need. The problem is if I take nothing, which I really want to do, I can play Soletta. And that seems better. So let's just play Soletta. And that leaves me with the $2 exactly. If I took Soletta, I would have had to sell a card and not get a floater. This way I get the floater and I get Soletta. That's 10 heat plus 3 energy. I mean, come on. And then what we're going to do is probably have the government come in. I know we can start on oxygen, but hook me up with an ocean. Well, not too early on oceans. Great Dam, grass, mine. Honestly, throw it all in. Throw it all in, sure. Heat bumps are nice. They get us the heat income from the track. Venus bumps are nice because it gives us the bonus TR plus other things. Underground City, we use that steel. We actually are getting quite a bit of steel. I'm not going to grab the 2 pickup. I'm just going to put it in here. It's nice and central. And yeah, you know, just keep that's 5 steel production. I'm not a search for life kind of guy. Next gen, it looks like we're going to have 2 more heat bumps. That gets us really close to minus 16, but I'm not going to give the government free income. We could get another ocean from the government. That's always an option. You know what? I think I will. I feel like oceans have more cards that are going to be able to trigger and really help us. Money microbes, love that. Add microbes, get $3 off. Mars University, very, very strong. An ocean, sure. We'll take an ocean. And just keep enjoying our lives. I wish I had more Earth tags. How do we get more Earth tags? Not with you. I don't know what to get rid of here. Probably the income for steel. I took this a long time ago and it just never hit for us. This is a really good chance to play Subterranean Reservoir with that oxygen hit and the money back, which we like. There's something to be said for the Great Dam. But there's also something to be said for just sulfur eating. We can do some cloud seeding. 2 plant income is going to trigger quite a few times. I would never really play that game in a competitive. I usually don't have enough money to go after it in solo, but things are working out pretty well. We certainly need help on the oxygen, but we do have some plant income. I do feel that we're a little bit behind on the heat as well. So we're going to take the nuke because the nuke not only helps us with the heat, it helps us... I have to do the tech demonstration first because this will get us cards and then the chance to cycle. And I actually like both of these. Do I like it more than grass? Do I like it more than power income? Do I like it more than these freaking multiplier or like income cards that are not hitting? I actually really like all of my cards here. I guess I get rid of the cheap ocean. You never know. You can get something better. Building Industries is not the better. But hey, look. Boom. Nuke the ice caps and get a free ocean. What's not, like, what's more iconic in Terraforming Mars real life lore? Great Dam. It needs to be beside at least an ocean. I could do it here for a titanium. What? Why is this not... What? I wanted to put a city there. The cards played. I mean... to an ocean tile. I mean, you saw it. I mean, this is probably better because it gave me 2 plants, and those 2 plants got me an oxygen bump this turn. Like, fine, but that's not the choice I was making. You know, that's not it, fam. That's not what I asked for. Let's get some more oxygen help. Research outpost, we do like that. It's also science tag. This will help us if there's anything left to chase. No earth tags this whole game, so that's kind of interesting. Discounts. Discount here with double adjacency plus card cycle. What's not to love? I shouldn't need deuterium. I can get grass and algae pretty cheap. I never played pets before playing those cities, but I only intended to play pets if I could play like Miranda and Luna, but like it just didn't matter. It just wasn't in the cards for us, it would seem. I'm feeling pretty good overall though. I think this is where we go and get this plant income off the ground. Maybe pick up some more steel to do a really big field cap city next turn. Deuterium, I don't know, man. I don't really need energy that bad. It seems like a waste of my titanium. I can just save it for Solar Shade. So let's pass. I feel like we're, you know, especially with the fact that we have a lot of plant income and some cities on the board. Like, I'm starting to feel better and better. We probably need some more oceans, if anything. I was thinking oxygen, but then I remember that oceans, we ain't got none. We do have the science for you, and I could always find something to work with the symbiotic fungi. And by find something to work, already have something that works with is like the true answer. Do I want a city over here near these oceans for a card draw, or do I want a city down here near this card for a card draw? It's a hard decision. Hard decision, because I don't have the oceans yet. I'm going to get an ocean soon, but honestly, just get me the aquifer here. That's fine. And then field cap city with all that steel. And greenery onto there. Anything good? Anything good? No. No. This is worth a lot of points, so we'll take you. This is stacking cash, so we'll keep stacking. And yeah, I mean, like 15, 16 bucks. Like, there's just holding it for next gen. If we get standard technology, then it's a little bit easier to say, oh, well, I'll buy a heat bump with that. But right now, we're chilling. Ganymede Colony does make TFG a little bit easier. I have, like, a lot of cities being offered to me. And I kind of need something to use the steel on. I could have taken that event as well for the 2 oxygen bumps, but I'm hoping that with all the plant income we have and the extra cash that we're just kind of okay. But maybe that's a brave thought. Dirigibles could load up for an extra Venus bump, but I don't actually think that's incredibly helpful, because I wouldn't get 2 heat bumps out of my infrastructure. So I should just spend the $2 and get it next turn. I need a lot of oxygen. I need a lot of oxygen. Need a decent number of greeneries. I don't think that there's another cheap ocean for me, but there are some that come with heat bumps. So what do we want to do? What do we want? Do we just standard project some greeneries? Because that's what we need the most of. Feels like very underwhelming. Give me that lava tube for a card. Yeah, it's just not there, you know? Give me another heat bump or a Venus bump, because we know we need them. We still need one more. Oxygen. I do need a heat bump. This is a very expensive heat bump. It would help us with our TR situation. But then I just lose, right? The worst thing is that, like, I really intended to play Jovians and get some, like, bonus TR and point multiplication, right? Like, you play you, that would be worth 3. You play you, that's 3 TR plus 2. This is worth 1. It opens up Solar Net, card draw. But, like, we didn't hit. We didn't hit the Earth to seed these two guys. Like, we're just kind of behind. We need 3 oxygen pumps. Like, that's not it, fam. Having 2 titanium is nice, but what am I gonna use the 2 titanium on? It's not clear that I have anything. I also don't have card draw here. So, like, sure, I'll take the nitrogen, but, like, I think it's a trap, if anything. Like, it's not gonna be so hot, you know? 8 of you is okay. There isn't enough heat to get from, well, 3 greeneries and an ocean here is the heat bump. 3 greeneries are only enough for 3 greeneries. That's 5, 6 plants, right? 6 plants and, like, no water adjacency. I guess it really comes down to whether or not I want something beside my cities. $2 back. A steal. But no, I mean, I think we go for the heat. But I can't even buy 3 greeneries. Like, what is this joke? And, like, this is the heat bump if I'm going to use the plants. I'm not getting more microbes, right? Let's just make sure that we don't forget that we have this cache when we're mathing things out. The fact that I have to buy 3 greeneries and an ocean is just, like, despicable. Let's buy the ocean first and put the greeneries down in places that give us money. Right, 1, 2, 3. This sucks. The last greenery goes here. Look, I'm just gonna take the money, okay? I actually, for some reason, my brain is telling me that there's almost something here. There's a lot of cards I bought that I didn't end up getting to use. Oh, I sold the space event. It wouldn't have been worth it. It's still better to buy a $15 standard project, but, like, I can't. I was going to buy it once I sold all the cards and saw, like, it's so deceiving. I'm missing like $3 because once I buy the Venus bump, I get $2 back. So I'm missing $3 plus I could sell this card, and that would be 14. You catch me, dog? You catch me? But instead of buying this Venus bump, I was going to buy the card I just sold, which would have given me a heat bump and 2 bonus TR, and I would have been at 62. And that would have at least felt funny to be 1 Venus bump away and 1 TR away. Who knows how bad the... I guess we'll search for life. Plants is close. But yeah, if I had put... I put a greenery All the greeneries I put down were for money. I didn't like screw up one of the greenery placements. But I don't know, like economically, we were in the middle, but we had that Venus infrastructure and we had that heat. Like I really thought this game was going to be more. I bought a lot of interesting cars that comboed, but it comboed off of Earth tags. I played one Earth tag. If it comboed off Venus tags and we got 6 Venus income from our Venus, and then another 6, and then, you know, also we were getting point multipliers on, you know, like, sure, but that's not how it went down. So not a 63 TR, not a full terraform, and not 100 points. Sorry. See you next time. Ciao for now.